What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the new DLC weapons coming to Season 5 of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and I'm sure you guys are probably aware, but in case you guys weren't, there is a triple XP event going on right now inside of MW3 and Warzone, so this will last until July 8th. Not sure if it was a part of like a 4th of July special or just coincidental to celebrate the mid-Season 4 experience. But with that, there's also plenty of brand new article coverage going up on dkdynamite.com for those that want to stay up to date with all things Call of Duty. Now, a few days ago, I did post a full news roundup on everything we know so far about our 5th season of DLC. In all honesty, I think we know the least amount Season 5 compared to any previous season of Modern Warfare 2 or 3, respectively, and that's actually a good thing. It just builds up the element of surprise for when the marketing officially begins in around 2 weeks' time. I'm happy with that. I put up an article on Detonated for those that want to read up on Season 5 instead of watch my recent video, whatever it is you guys prefer, but tonight I want to focus more on the weaponry. So I brought this up briefly in that video a few days ago, but starting off with 2 new code names that got discovered as of a couple of weeks ago. So the usual data miners and leakers did find the following code names. We have R Papa 20 and H Charlie 36. Now, some gun experts out there, or I guess some folks that are pretty good with determining what these code names could be, did come to a conclusion that the R Papa 20 may be the RPL 20 LMG. Haven't seen a DLC light machine gun in quite some time, so that should be cool. And then the H Charlie 36 has been speculated to be the AVS 36. Now, it's not confirmed that that's what these weapons are, it's just pure speculation right now from the community, but these 2 code names are brand new and should be for the Season 5 weapons update. Now, I also saw speculation that the weapons should be the RPL 20 and the H-Car, so like a modernized version of the bar. That could be what's going on here, but again, nothing is confirmed just yet. We'll probably get a reveal as to what these code names are once Season 5 marketing begins in around, I want to say, 16-ish days. But we also have the compound bow. This is a weapon that's been leaked out for several seasons. At first, people were thinking that it was going to be for Season 2 with like a Walking Dead collab or something. The compound bow was seen in that show before, and to my understanding, it's very similar to the bow that we saw in the Cold War campaign. It's not anything like the current crossbow already in Modern Warfare. It's a compound bow, which you can also compare to the Sparrow Specialist from Black Ops 3 and even 4. I think a new ammo type or an attachment for the compound bow was just discovered following a data mine of the Season 4 Reloaded update, so the weapon still exists, right? That's proof that the weapon is still there somewhere and should be dropping at some point with our 5th season. We also have the spear. Now, this could be one of the more unique melee weapons and something that we haven't really seen in COD before. I know COD Mobile currently has a spear, but what about the ability to use it as a melee, but also having the ability to throw it? That would be a very unique melee weapon that, again, we don't really see often, at least in the premium Call of Duty experience. A weapon this unique could be really damn cool for a game like Modern Warfare 3. If there's any game that's going to do something like that, I wouldn't be surprised if Sledgehammer brings this out here inside of Season 5. But as far as another ranged weapon does go, we do have the STG. This is an absolute classic that we saw over in World War II 2017, even in Vanguard. This is a fan favorite, I think, for a majority of the Call of Duty community. This was leaked out a couple of months ago as well. I know there was some advanced warfare weaponry like the EM1. That didn't really pan out to anything. There were rumors of the ASM1 that also got canceled apparently, but then there was rumors about the Morse and even the MP9. Those did make their way into MW3 not too long ago, but the STG was, I believe, amongst one of those leaked weapons at some point a few seasons ago, and it looks like it still exists and could be in store for our 5th season here. So it doesn't mean that we're going to be seeing a World War II themed season or anything, but it does mean that the weapon out there could just be added in for fun, because hey, why not? A weapon that Sledgehammer has used time and time again. It was even in, I think, like a year 2 update for Advanced Warfare through supply drops, and that was of course a teaser, I think, for their next COD, which was World War II. So Sledgehammer's had a lot of experience using the STG. Not surprised that we're going to be seeing it at some point, at least during MW3. Now, what's also cool is that a ton of aftermarket parts did get discovered for an upcoming season of content. Gonna guess that most of these, if not all of them, are for Season 5. Again, with Season 5 being what I'm considering the last normal season of updates, because I'm sure Season 6 will be fully themed around the Haunting, considering how close that season's gonna drop to Black Ops 6. They're likely gonna want to get everything out the way that's Halloween themed right off the bat, which probably means we're not gonna see too much original and normal content. Everything will probably be spooky themed towards like the middle of September and all the way through October. So with that in mind, wouldn't be shocked if we don't get any more amps in our 6th season, but don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here. In terms of what has been leaked out thus far, we're going to be seeing an aftermarket part for, first off, the Morse. Now, this was leaked out, I think, during Season 3, so everybody thought it was going to be for Season 4, but this is going to be known as the Jack Widemouth. Essentially, the Blunderbuss as a conversion kit for the Morse sniper. This looks like a lot of damn fun. Gameplay already surfaced because the usual data miners did force load this weapon into Warzone Mobile. It's probably going to look a lot better and shoot a lot better in the main game, right? MW3 in Warzone, but still, as of now, the thing looks like an absolute beast. Can't wait to see how it performs in every single game mode. There's also an aftermarket part that leaked out for the BAL. This is a weapon that some folks out there have said should be a bit stronger, and I can kind of agree with that, right? I think it's still a monster in most modes, but could get overpowered by plenty of other weaponry that's currently meta. It's not the greatest rifle, but still fun to see that something from 2014 Advanced Warfare made its way into the current game. I like the weapon, I really do, but apparently an aftermarket part for the BAL is going to allow you to shoot it infinitely, right? Essentially an infinite ammo conversion kit that obviously restricts you because it'll overheat. So you have to control how you shoot this thing. Once again, reiterating that it's a futuristic weapon. The conversion kit itself is futuristic, and I think this amp could really improve the performance of the BAL to where people out there probably want to use it a lot more across any game mode. Now, what's also really interesting is Akimbo support for the Reclaimer, aka the Spaz, is meant to release at some point, I'm assuming in Season 5. When the shotgun initially leaked out quite some time ago, a lot of leakers out there did say that there would be Akimbo support, and what do you know, the Reclaimer came out through the classified sector of Season 4 Reloaded, but we all noticed in the rear grip section of the Gunsmith, Akimbo was nowhere to be found. So it looks like it'll be something similar to that Lockwood amp we got not too long ago, where the conversion kit itself allows you to dual wield the weapon, whereas you couldn't previously. So let's just wait and see how that's gonna work out, but the inspect animation and some kills using the Akimbo Spaz did already surface because the usual leakers did force it into Warzone Mobile. Looks like a ton of fun. I think the inspect itself is really cool to look at, but it's unclear what the name of this aftermarket part is going to be. The other amps also leaked out for the Cat, RPK, and even the RAL. And obviously, the Cat is a Modern Warfare 3 weapon, whereas the other two are weapons from MW2. It's cool to still see support for Modern Warfare 2 weaponry, or just an update through the aftermarket part system so that people out there could come to appreciate and actually utilize some of those older weapons that you likely wouldn't choose over some of the newer ones. It's cool to shine some more love here on a lot of our weaponry in game. Now, as far as how weapons are going to be released in Season 5, in case you guys weren't aware, it's going to be based on a pretty straightforward system. So we'll have a weapon or two through the Battle Pass when the season first begins. You'll probably have a weapon or two also released through the classified sector once that opens up with the Reloaded update, which at this rate, it's going to be towards the very end of August, about a week before COD Next. And if you want to know more about COD Next or Black Ops 6, full video about that also linked down below. And then there's even the slim chance that one of the weapons, maybe even a melee one, could be saved for like a weekly challenge unlock. That's happened a couple of times for Modern Warfare 3, where by doing a weekly challenge, instead of getting a aftermarket part or a blueprint, you end up getting a new ranged or melee weapon, which I think is cool to just shake things up a little bit throughout the duration of a season. But something I'd like to see return either in MW3 or Black Ops 6 is the ability to earn a ranged weapon for free through a challenge event. That would be pretty damn cool to see. I know Cold War did it with, I think it was the Lapa SMG during the Haunting event. That was cool to get a literal ranged weapon through just doing an event. I'm a huge fan of that. I think it's cool to just shake up how players can unlock weapons to just make the game feel as fresh as possible every single season, and to not get too formulaic when it comes to how they add certain pieces of content into a live season. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. That's everything we know so far about the weaponry for our 5th season of DLC. Again, it's not the complete list of weapons. I'm sure there's other weapons that might end up dropping that we don't know about, some that may not have leaked, some that'll be a surprise, but as of now, that's a good recap of what we know so far about what weapons you could be unlocking through a variety of different ways. With that being said, really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.